Uncle Nasty Show, we realize there's been a lot of changes in our country over the last month or so. And not everybody is excited about it. Some people feel that their voices are being shut and they're not allowed to express themselves. So here on the Uncle Nasty Show, Matt Need and I came up with the idea of hashtag not PC. This will give you, the Uncle Nasty viewer, the opportunity to say what you really want to say and say it how you really feel it with anonymity.
I find Caitlyn Jenner unattractive.
Hey! Matt Need is not with us, but I'm here. I'm your Uncle Nasty, and welcome to the Uncle Nasty Show on WorldViral.tv. Got great guests today. You can see the man, the myth, the legend, Rich G-Man Goins with us. Of course, the Billboard G-Man hanging out with us. We're going to talk about what he had to discuss with Gary Kubiak today, because I know you guys sat down and behind closed doors and had a personal meeting to find out what to do about that offensive line. And so he'll be joining us here in just a few moments. Plus, Kyle Kruger's on the show today. Kyle has been on my show on different radio stations in the past. He had a really cool concept about getting the band back together. The movie's called Here I Go Again, and we'll have Kyle Kruger on the show and talk about his experiences. We'll talk about the single that he created with Ron Keel, and we'll talk about what's going on with the premiere. That's all headed our way in the show. We'll also have Costaki Economopoulos, Quick Snaps, that's football jokes. We'll have him on the show towards the end as well. So we'll come back. We'll take a few minutes. Rich G-Man Goins with us, talking Bronco football when we come back on the Uncle Nasty Show. Happy holidays from WorldViral.tv.
Yeah.
Herman's Hideaway on the corner of Iowa and Broadway. Your favorite independent anti-corporate venue featuring Westward's best patio. Now serving award-winning food. From metal to jazz to hip-hop, Herman's Hideaway has something for everyone. And if you want to book your act at Herman's Hideaway, email booking@hermanshideaway.com or call 303-777-2535. There's only one venue, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Holding it down in Denver. Go to hermanshideaway.com for more information and show listings. Hello, everyone. This program was brought to you by National Speaker and Sound, Colorado's leading provider of pro audio music equipment. Right across the street from Herman's Hideaway at 1559 South Broadway.
National Speaker, where the pros shop.
World Viral.
National Speaker and Sound with a Pro Shop, Colorado's leading supplier of pro audio musical equipment with the highest quality guitars, basses, and amps on the planet. From a single cable to PA and lighting systems, DJ and recording equipment. National Speaker and Sound represents over 90 brands. EV, JBL, Mackie, PRS, Nash, Fox, and Mesa Boogie for the serious musician. National Speaker and Sound service departments are unrivaled in the region with our certified electronics repair and speaker reconing. Our commercial division is Colorado's leading audiovisual installation contractor. Shop with the experts or visit us online at nationalspeaker.com.
Okay, so it has been approved that we can say the fuck word.
Yeah, you just did.
Okay.
All of the United States is looking to Denver, Colorado to see what is cool. You know, it used to be maybe California back in the day or maybe New York early along, but now everybody's really looking to Denver, Colorado to figure out what is cool. And when you get accepted by Colorado as cool, well, then it just spills over to the rest of the world.
You have to see the vision for this area on South Broadway. This area, 5 years from now, is going to look very different than it looks right now.
Right. I'm not supposed to film me giving my tools of the trades like I
Tools of the trade?
Yeah.
Separate segments?
Separate segments when you do it. Always ID yourself. And say,
hey, this is Bubba Sparks, baby, and you're watching World Viral TV. You better know about it.
World Viral.
World Viral TV is brought to you, as always, by Colorado Harvest Company.
Colorado Harvest Company.
People are coming from all over the world to check out Denver's growing cannabis industry. And most of them are leaving happy after they've been to Colorado Harvest Company. Why Colorado Harvest Company? For so many reasons, we pride ourselves on carrying only the most consistent flowers and products, with knowledgeable and friendly bud tenders that'll assist you with everything that you need. Buds, vaporizers, concentrates, topicals, edibles, and drinks, all from only the best companies in the state. If you're looking for the best cannabis experience in Denver, look no further than Colorado Harvest Company.
Please do.
Give me one more loud one.
We got a budget here. We can buy another one.
Give me a nice
I want
loud
you to
one.
Punch it.
For sure.
Hey, you're watching WorldViral.tv.
Sure.
Bitch.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Happy holidays from the Uncle Nasty Show and our friends here at WorldViral.tv. Old friend G-Man is with us. Rich Goins, just at the Kubiak press conference earlier today. Let's talk a little bit about what he had to say about that offensive line, which was awful. I just couldn't believe it. Mack had 5 sacks.
Yeah.
They all came in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah.
What happened when they went in at halftime?
Apparently they changed uniforms. It was like 2 different teams playing. You know, like the Broncos went in their locker room. They went in the Bronco locker room, changed uniforms. I honestly,
someone suggested that the Broncos left to beat traffic.
Yeah, everybody did. Kubiak left, forgot to call the plays, forgot to tell the offensive coordinator, hey, listen, man, we got this Mac guy, 52, we might want to block him.
Yeah, what were you saying on the phone yesterday? Maybe throw in a linebacker, just put him back there to take 52 out.
Take anybody that's not playing,
modify.
Third string, take the third string snapper, the long snapper.
And just leave him.
Just put him right next to Brock. Say, listen, anybody that comes in with a number 52, just try and hit him.
Blindside. Don't let anybody touch him.
That was kind of weird.
And then we had.
Well, Kubiak said Monday. He said, we didn't do a good job of coaching that. I'm like, well, after about the 3rd sack, you go, hey, somebody. Both tackles are getting beat. This guy from Michigan.
What's the booth say?
He ain't blocking anybody.
What the fuck was that? I just couldn't believe it. I think 10-year-olds were like, "Can you put somebody in there to keep him from coming through?" It was ridiculous. Especially, we've seen that offensive line block rather well against better teams. What happened? Are we down to like the 3rd or 4th string tackle? Well, what's going on?
You know what? I just think I think the Broncos got out coached. Del Rio had their number. After the first time they played in Oakland, Del Rio, who used to be the Broncos defensive coordinator and a head coach in this league, said, hey, you know what? We played good enough to beat these guys. Here's his game plan. I swear, I shit you not. Brock Osweiler said after the game, they put a bunch of guys on the outside, and then they didn't blitz, and their linemen just stood there and put their hands up and blocked my passes. And I went, oh. That's the problem. Well, that one guy kept running in and sacking.
There's a few other problems. Maybe he was concussed.
Their offensive line has been bad the whole year. I don't care who you put in there. You could put Peyton Manning. You could bring back Joe Montana. Bring back Elway. Bring back all your Hall of Fame quarterbacks. That line is not doing their job protecting quarterbacks.
All right, so what's going to happen? What's the answer to that? What's Kubiak telling the press?
Well, I think 2 things. One, Brock needs to get the ball out quicker. He's so tall. He's like, stack me on top of you.
It's amazing to fans. Let me tell you, if
he throws down,
that he gets passes blocked. Exactly.
I know, that's what I said.
On the receiver.
The guy's like 6'9". In cleats, he's 7 foot tall.
People don't understand that. They're like, how does he get his, I know he's got to throw at that downward angle because he's taller than most of his receivers, but he can see everything.
He's taller than everybody in the league.
He can see everything.
That's what I said. He could
got a Brock eye view.
Take some pictures of the skyline from above the stadium and just throw it out there.
Drone, we got Brock Osweiler.
I don't know how he's getting passes blocked, but that's something that they got to work on. They got to the offensive line.
Got to work on it. What week is this?
Week 15.
What 14? The fuck are you talking about? That offense hadn't been able to do shit inside the 20.
Oh, I know.
How the fuck do you kick 4 field goals in the first half and then not even fucking score anything in the second half?
In the last 8 quarters against 2 really bad defenses, San Diego and Oakland, they have 1 touchdown drive. And that was the first drive against San Diego. So, anyway, obviously...
Brock's the answer.
Brock's not the answer. Brock's not the answer.
No, I'm mocking those who said people jump on those bandwagons. I've been defending Peyton all along. It's not over, and that's the second subject of this conversation we're going to have is when he's coming back. They're saying, oh, it's Brock all the way to the end. I don't think so. I think Brock comes in, he does his job, he keeps, from losing games, he does the best he can. Things didn't work out so well with the Raiders. We move forward, but as soon as Peyton's healthy, we get him back in there, right, Chief?
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you this about Osweiler, though. He did move the team. Listen, here's the two guys.
I think he's the future. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I like him, but I don't think that Peyton is ready to be, kicked to the curb.
No, not at all. But I'm just going to tell you one thing about Osweiler. Hey, guess what, Demaryius Thomas? You're making $14 million this year. Catch the frickin' football.
Well, that's another
can't catch a
issue.
goal. I know, but I just want to say that you eliminate that, the drop at the end zone and a couple other drops he had, and the Vernon Davis fourth down, and we're not even talking about that. Brock's 4-0. Now that they lost to the lowly Raiders, all of a sudden all hell's breaking loose. Now, back to your point.
That game was not his fault.
No, it was not his fault, but, honestly, the defense didn't show up in the second half. So, let's move on to Peyton Manning. He practices this week. He's throwing the football. He's out there with the scout team. Can you imagine Peyton Manning, how bad he wants to come back? He's running the scout team. He's Ben Roethlisberger this week. That's what he's doing. He's standing over there. He's in the huddle like, hey, you get open and just run this pattern. I don't even know the Pittsburgh Steelers offense.
Wave your hand out there.
Hey, do the button hook. You're the bottle cap. Go over to the goalpost and take a right.
Slant.
So anyway, I'm telling you, if Brock gets crushed this week against Pittsburgh, Peyton's going to play against Cincinnati. That's what's going to happen.
So that's your prediction. We're going to go.
And if not, I'm going to go live on a billboard again until they win the Super Bowl. This is the 25th year since I lived on a billboard. Silver anniversary.
That's it, man.
I ran into Bob Costas.
Perfect weather to climb on that weather.
Oh, it's perfect.
Let's start today.
Yeah, it's actually warmer today than it was when I was up there 25 years ago.
Whatever.
Yeah, it was. It is.
And
I'm not shitting you.
You didn't have clothes or a tent or a sleeping bag.
No, I had a jock strap and tennis shoes.
That's it.
And I did no weed, nothing, no food.
Back when it was illegal, you kids have no idea how times were.
I was so drunk. Anyway.
What called?
Yeah.
Broncos who?
Oh yeah. What am I doing? Who's playing?
So did you relive the moment with Costas? They called you up?
He almost ignored me. He looked at me like he knew me, like one of those things where you haven't seen somebody in 25 years, and then you really didn't want to see him. You were hoping you wouldn't see him for 50 years. And he looked at me and go, Bob! And he goes, oh, G-Man! Hey, yeah, you finally got off that sign. I'm like, I've been calling you for 25 years. You don't return my calls. He's a nice guy, though. He said, oh, silver anniversary, and don't go up there again. That's what he said.
Yeah, well.
He probably doesn't think
this give me a reason to have to go up there. What the fuck?
I'll drop kick you.
That red zone offense has just been awful.
Horrible.
I can't get over it. I really can't. G's predicting. I'm having this gathering on Sunday to watch the game.
You are?
And you're predicting that the Broncos are going to lose.
Yes. So. Pittsburgh scored 30 points a game the last 5 weeks. Now they're going up against the best defense in the league, so they're not going to score 30.
Do you think that mojo may be running out for Roethlisberger and the Steelers?
I don't think they're going to score 30. I think they're going to score 21, 24.
They looked good against Cincy.
Yeah, they looked really good. And Cincy's got a good defense. But I'm letting you know that the Broncos aren't going to score 30 against Pittsburgh. They're just not. Not if that offense plays the way they did the last 4 weeks.
I believe you.
But red zone?
I've been watching them all season.
Yeah,
I know you're right.
Red zone. Hey, red zone. There's no red zone. As soon as you get in the red zone, there ain't no red zone. They can't score. Field goals. Should have been a field goal.
There you have it, folks. Our man G, you're going to come back and do this for us, right?
Yeah, I just want to say, Antonio Brown for the Steelers. Watch this guy. He's going to be running up and down the field. We got two safeties playing this week that were basically watching TV like you and me 2 weeks ago. Shiloh Keogh and Josh Bush. Bush and Keogh going to be running after guys. That's what's going to happen this Sunday.
It's going to look ugly.
Peyton's coming back. Peyton is definitely coming back against Cincinnati.
There you go. You heard it right here on WorldViral.tv's Uncle Nasty Show.
He's not washed up. Take it to the bank.
There you go. G-Man, you can catch him on the mountain. When are you talking football?
Fridays and Mondays with Dan Mitchell, Mike Casey, both Monday and Friday, pregame, postgame, and you can hear me on 99.5 The Mountain, man. I'm there.
All right, we'll be back. WorldViral.tv. Check us out. Spread the word. Kyle Kruger from Here I Go Again on the show next. Thanks, G. You stick around?
Good to see you, man.
All right, bud. You just slide down on the couch, all right, dog?
I'm actually moving in here. This is nicer than my apartment.
Tim Winger here for our client Roof Rehab. If you are looking for commercial or industrial roofing, look no further than Roof Rehab. They can satisfy all of your repair and installation needs. Roof Rehab has been satisfying customers with challenging roofing issues for over 20 years in Colorado's Front Range region. From rehabbing persistent damaged leaks to complete new roofing systems, Roof Rehab can handle any job, commercial or residential. Roof Rehab will please you with reliability, dependability, and the best cost-effective results. From flat roofing systems to metal roofing repair and complete roof replacements and installation, Roof Rehab is your go-to source for commercial and industrial roofing. Visit roofrehabonline.com for more information and check out a comprehensive list of what they can do for you. Call them at 720-436-2886. That's 720-436-2886. Is your roof out of control? Does it need an intervention? If so, it's time for Roof Rehab.
Motherfucking Roof Rehab.
World Viral. Colorado Harvest Company.
I don't want anybody else.
When I think about you, I grab myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
Oh, I don't want anybody else.
I touch myself. Be proud. Americans, unite if you touch yourselves. Hold hands. Well, don't hold hands. No, that's disgusting. Touch yourself in private.
World Bible.
All right, we are back. WorldViral.tv. It's the Uncle Nasty Show. Kyle Kruger is with me. Hi, Kyle. How are you, bud?
What's up, brother?
Kyle is the star. He also wrote and directed and produced and financed and sweat and bled and did everything that you're supposed to do to make a small film project succeed. And this story is so personal that you're sharing this story with everybody. That's what's going to make this movie a hit, is because it's going to strike a chord, no pun intended, with everybody who didn't get to fulfill their dreams. Now, Kyle was in a band with his buddy back in the 80s, and for some reason this band got sidetracked and people started having kids and had to pay bills, and the band kind of dissolved. And then you were going, I thought we crafted some pretty clever songs. I wonder what these guys are doing. Why don't you take the story from there and share with everybody? Because the big premiere is going to happen. That is the 13th of January. That's a Wednesday out at the Northfield 18, correct? You're
That's
part
correct.
of the Denver Film Festival.
No, this is independent. We're actually doing it
All right.
ourselves.
Okay.
And just so I didn't direct it. That's my buddy Steve McClure was actually the director. I'm the producer. And rather
you did
than
sweat and bleed, though.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe too much so. But, as opposed to being stars, we refer to ourselves as lab rats because this was an experiment. Started out that way, and it turned out to be this whole other thing. But basically, we got the idea to do this. We kind of reached a collective midlife crisis, and we were looking for a project to do, and I really had a desire to play music again, and I went to Steve, and this is like 2006. I said, man, we should make another film. This is our second film, and I have an idea about this failed hair band from the 80s that gets together during midlife, and basically it's us filming our midlife crisis. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Now, you guys, you and Steve remained friends. Like you said, you've made a movie together before through all these years. The other band members, you're not quite sure of. You got to track these guys down. So now, from watching the trailer, Steve had to relearn how to play guitar, right?
Yeah, he hadn't picked up a guitar since '87. I mean, literally just didn't. He sold his gear. I bought him an acoustic guitar as a present maybe 10 years ago, didn't touch it. And it wasn't until we launched into this, 2 years into this process before he picked up a guitar. And he had to basically learn how to play again.
So you got this concept. You and Steve are rolling this around. Steve's like, man, this is going to be some work. And you're like, but it's going to be so much fun. We're getting the band back together, man. And then you get to use this to meet some of your childhood heroes. So they come in, they contribute to the creation of this movie and your band, Bullet in the Chamber, right?
Right, yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're a hit with this whole resurgent hair scene that's going on in America today. You're getting a lot of these hair bands that are playing in large clubs, and they're doing the cruises, and you're getting invited to all these things, but it just didn't happen. You had to do some work. You had to petition people. You had to knock on doors. You had to show up and let them know that you were serious and real about this project, because they can smell a fraud.
Yeah, we had to beg, borrow, and steal for sure. Emails and phone calls, and just it was a relentless pursuit. Yeah, I mean, to the point of almost people are starting to return phone calls because they were so annoyed. Which
we're going to show up to every show. I sold my house, and I will follow you until you give me this interview.
And give you an example. We wanted to go film on the first Monsters of Rock cruise, and so we sent an email to the producer and Larry Morand, and we're like, hey, we want to come on the ship. Can you accommodate us?
Denver guy, by the way.
He is a Denver guy.
Yeah, I know Larry.
And he was like, he didn't know who we were. The project was in its infancy, and he's like, absolutely not. Who do you guys think you are? So we ended up buying our own tickets, and we went on board. We set up. We had a larger cabin. We hung duvetine and we hung a backdrop, and just started doing interviews in the cabin. And we booked them ahead of time. Walked around with small handheld HD cameras, and we're taping shows, and so we did everything kind of on the DL until finally we had enough material to start producing trailers, and then it became real to everybody. It's like, oh, this is not just an idea, and then it kind of just snowballed from there. Whenever we would make an interview request, more often than not, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'll totally do it.
Sure, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
So, let's watch one of the trailers right now. Go ahead, your choice, all right, CT. Here I go again. You'll be able to see it in theaters on the 13th of January at the Northfield 18. What time is that?
It's going to be at 7 o'clock, and tickets are available exclusively online at HereIGoAgain.net. They won't be available at the box office, only in advance.
All right, let's take a look.
Some things only happen once in life. First things, last things, and these things.
So you've had this band in the 80s, and then you break up or whatever the case, like the story that we've heard probably a million times, right?
The caveat is that we were nobody. We never really went anywhere.
Your band has not played in 25 years.
So you suck right now. Let's see if we can actually give it the attention it needs and see where we can do it right this time and see what happens.
So you guys are going to put the band together and you're going to do a gig.
I can't believe these guys really are actually doing this.
You're giving up your careers.
Everything. Quit all your jobs.
Yes.
Is that a good idea?
No.
The music business is a coin toss.
It's definitely more of an uphill battle than it's ever been.
Don't do it for the money and don't do it for the money.
They're definitely done it for the money.
We've got to be really focused. You have to have songs that people can relate to. You never can be good enough.
If you want something bad enough, you want to get good again, you'll get good again.
I'm lost in how I approach this material.
It's difficult for me to play right.
A lot of guys get up there and they become frustrated because they can't play the way they used to play.
If you're going into it and you don't believe you're the best, it's not going to work.
It's just a train wreck.
I didn't get into this to settle for anything.
And here you are, a bunch of guys at the age you are at, trying to get your toe in that water is so hard.
Don't ever
ever say I should have?
We got to bring all the pieces together, and we got to go do a gig.
Getting that to happen was proven harder than it sounds.
What do we do to get ourselves prepared for when this happens? Because I'm not looking at the if it doesn't scenario. I'm looking at the when it does.
3 guys at a Shoney's on a Tuesday night acoustic wouldn't be your dream gig.
Do what you want to do and get it out there.
You have to do it because it's in your heart, it's in your blood, it's what you're meant to do.
You can't stop, you can't let anything get in your way.
And believe that you can do it.
Life could be a bitch if you don't have a dream.
Are you crazy? Absolutely.
Very well put. Life can be a bitch if you don't have a dream. So true. Kyle Kruger's with us from Here I Go Again. You'll be able to see the premiere, the world premiere of the movie on the 13th of January at the Northfield 18. You can get tickets by going through the Facebook page, right? There's a
you
link
can go
there.
by the Facebook page, hereIgoagain.net will take you directly to the ticket site. And that'll be the first of a couple of different premiere screenings that we're going to do. Obviously, we live here in Denver, so that's where we're going to launch this thing. And then afterwards, we're going to be going to Tampa. We got some stuff working for Miami. A lot of different places.
This is it truly seeing a dream to fruition. I mean, you guys sold your homes. You like begged, borrowed, and stole. You did everything you could. You kept the focus. And to me, it seems like one of the most difficult parts of this is keeping that focus and understanding what the end result's going to be, and keep finding that money to go on that cruise, or finding that money to fly out to LA again, or finding that money to book that studio time. You did have some help. You said you petitioned PV and they gave you a bunch of gear, right? And they're going to help promote the movie as well.
That's what they say.
And you're going to hold them to it, though. I know you.
You better believe it. Yeah.
Nice. And so now that it's done, and now that you and Steve can sit down and watch it, is it what you thought it was going to be? Is it pretty much the movie that you intended to make, the documenting of this?
Oh, no. No, everything. Documentary, there's nothing forced, there's nothing fake, it's all real. And it took us 5 years to get to this point for a reason. There was just so many challenges, and we just had to overcome each one at a time. And we had an idea of what we wanted this to be, and it's nowhere near. It's better. It exceeded our expectations.
Well, that's great.
But
that's a bonus.
It's not what we set out to do, which makes it even better. Because if it would have everything fallen into place exactly as we thought, it probably wouldn't have been as real, But yeah, we, like you said, man, we sold everything. We sacrificed everything to do this, for sure. And fortunately, we got far enough in the process where we knew we weren't going to turn back, and it was going to get finished. And then we had people step up with money. We had some investors approach us and say, hey, we got a couple of bucks and you guys have a need, so let's do this. And that put us on the fast track.
And so advice to young filmmakers, then make as much as you can. Do it whether you have the money or not.
Don't wait for the money. Take it as far as you can. Start making trailers early on. Produce content. And the most important thing that we did is start growing your audience immediately. The day we started rolling, we had a Facebook page, and we grew. We haven't released the movie, and we're 8,000 strong right now. So that's...
I know I've been involved for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
So it was in its infancy when you guys approached me. We had you on at KBPI, then we had you on at 107X. Mm-hmm. I think I did your GoFundMe VO.
Yeah, you did?
Think, the original one.
Yeah, for the Indiegogo, the Kickstarter campaign, the Indiegogo
exactly.
campaigns.
That's what it was.
And those were those little checkpoints that we had to couldn't get frustrated by not being able to see the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. It's just get to this point. Get to that point,
right.
And then the next thing you know,
those small goals, right? Those steps.
Absolutely,
it does work. And do you consider yourself a movie maker or a musician?
Yes, my lifetime dream was to be a musician, and that's what I started off doing. And Steve bowed out in '87. I kept on going for another 10 years. Interestingly enough, Steve got into the production end of things, and I kind of followed him through the door. And so we were both in that business as well. So we have a background in TV production is where it started, and then his career went another direction, and I kind of went in a different direction. But so it's for me, the film is I would love it to have it as a career, and it looks like it's going that way. But being a musician is the dream.
The passion.
That's the passion. That is that's the bliss right there. That's the thing that really just motivated me all the way through this thing and continues. I mean, I got big plans. Whether or not anybody else, will help out with that is yet to be seen. But
that's not going to stop.
Oh, hell no.
No, quite obvious. So you get these guys to talk to you about this commitment. You get PV to give you gear. You're not sure about the original guys coming back to the fold and being able to leave their everyday lives to come and do this with you because rehearsal. Because at one point, I think you just wanted to get the band together and then do a gig, right? And then it turned into a single. Now it's a full length. You're still going to work on that full length CD?
Oh, I have every intention of doing that for sure. But we've already recorded, mixed and mastered 3 tunes. They're all in the movie. We actually have 5 songs in the movie. But as far as the studio doing it, we got the record started. First 3 songs.
Who did you get to play with you and Steve in studio? Who's on this? On these songs?
Ron Keel produced the record, number 1, and Ron was one of the players. He recruited a couple of guys. Our drummer, Les Warner, who was the original drummer from The Cult. We had some guest guitar players come in. Steve Blaze from Lillian Axe. Stacy Blades, who played in LA Guns and Rocks Gang, which is a hometown band for us. Some really great players out of Vegas. Keith Robert, who's the lead guitar player for Dee Snider. Stoney Curtis. Yes, and then Steve and I kind of picked up and did the rest of it.
And Ron produced the record.
Ron produced the record. He played bass, sang up backup vocals, and
that time wasn't donated, was it?
No, we had to pay for it.
You had to pay for that.
But when I mentioned those people who showed up kind of out of nowhere with money, the minute they said we have a couple of dollars, the minute they said that, I was on the phone. I'm like, we've got it.
I got it.
We were in the studio 2 weeks later doing this because we needed to have some sort of product to kind of elevate us to, and I don't want to give away too much of the story, but we needed a product to kind of elevate us to the next point.
Promotional tool as well. So, hey, play the trailer with the song in it.
The extended trailer?
Is it the extended trailer with the song?
I'm not sure.
Because it's real hooky tune that you guys wrote.
There's the film premiere, the real short one.
Yeah.
The reel?
Yeah.
No, it's the promo video for the premiere.
Let me see here.
It's worldviral.tv. Tell your friends that we're here, and you want to be on the show and promote something that you're doing. Feel free to give us a call. That is 720-361-2728 or 720-361-2734. 361-2734 or 361-2728. You can also email us. All right, let's hear that right now.
Here we go.
All right. Kyle Kruger, here I go again. Worldviral.tv, the Uncle Nasty Show. Well, that's not what I was talking about, but it's still pretty cool.
Well, because I was saying Ron didn't produce that. That was just a demo that we threw under just to have a different
the vocals. Song. It's the huge hook. It's your hit.
I don't think we put
Is that
in a trailer.
Sizzle reel you guys are looking for?
What?
No, it's not on the sizzle.
Then play the other one.
Let me see here.
What song am I talking about? Is that even
Gone Again is the first will be the first single.
Is that the one that's over that's on the trailer?
No, I don't think there's any vocals under that trailer. But Your Crime is the one that was on the first trailer that you played. we got our stuff spread
Okay.
all over the
Well,
place.
you just come down in this, basement and something happens to you
Well,
mentally.
we could take a little break and I can look for it and we can play it.
No, that's all right. We're going to wrap things up with Kyle. Then we're going to bring Costaki on. G-Man's going to come back. Kyle's going to actually hang out. We're going to get football jokes around the NFL with Costaki and Quick Snaps. Funny guys. We continue to bag on the Broncos. Just an unfucking believable display of shit football. I swear to fucking God. I'm so glad I have the show so I can fully express myself with the language I choose to use, because I was not happy. At first, it was just like, all right, 4 field goals, whatever, dude. And then it was nothing. That's what I get for being pissed at that. I get nothing. You're going to complain about field goals? How about nothing? How about no offense? How about I drop the fucking ball and spite you? That's what you get for fucking betting. What? It's been since 2011. Since they lost to the fucking Raiders, people. Fuck you. Catch a fucking football.
Ouch.
See that guy? Kept running through. Was it 52? Mac fucking truck. Kyle Kruger's with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I am.
Here I go again, making its world premiere on the 13th of January at the Northfield 18. You can go to hereigoagain.net.
Net for tickets, yeah.
For tickets, okay, that's hereigoagain.net. And Kyle and Steve, you guys will be there, right? Shaking hands.
We'll be there.
and stuff?
Steve actually has moved on to Des Moines, so he'll be coming back for
the next project.
It's his own thing, but yeah, he's living
Make
in Des
some
Moines
money
for
so
now.
he can invest in your next project.
Right there, yeah. Me, not so much. Someone's got to mind the store, so I get stuck with that. But so also that week on the 15th of January, we're doing the pre-sale on the movie on our website, DVD. iTunes, VHX, which is streaming, and then we're also going to, on the release date is on March 10th, and we're going to release the film to 25 theaters on that day.
I'm so proud of you guys,
Yeah.
man. The concept is so cool. You guys, had this thing going, and then it just didn't happen, like so many bands. But the dream never died, and you picked it back up, and you hustled. And name some of the folks that talked to you, just off the top of your head, to the who's who of hair rock that's in this movie.
Well, it's not just hair rock, man. We got guys from Anthrax, guys from
That's true, that's
Motorhead,
right.
guys from Queensryche.
Just from that era, I should say. From that whole 80s, early 90s.
Exactly. We had guys from LA Guns, guys from Stryper, Great White, Vixen, Femme Fatale, Lillian Axe, Keel, of course, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Savatage. I mean, I think we're up to 70 bands, I think, that are featured in this, not counting the bands that play on the soundtrack, which is 54 songs on the soundtrack.
Wow.
Also. So there's a lot of talent represented, and a lot of bands represented in this movie.
Well, we're proud of you that you came here and decided to make that movie from here. You got a live band together, and you did the final gig footage, so you get to see the whole creation of this Bullet in a Chamber, this band that Kyle and Steve get back together, and they create songs, and they rehearse, and then they get the live gig, and all the trials and tribulations to get to those points, and funding and selling of their. I mean, it's just a great.
Have you already seen the movie?
It's just a great story. I don't know. I can. I've talked to you several times over the last 5 years about this project, so I got kind of a clue. And then you show such great glimpses into the picture with your trailers. I want to see one more before we say goodbye.
Sure.
Don't forget that is hereigoagain.net for tickets. That's the 13th of January at the Northfield 18. Support local talent. And if you've ever had a dream and you put it on the back burner for whatever reason, you got to come see this movie. No matter what that dream was, it'll inspire you to pick it back up and take it to fruition. Thanks a lot, man. You're inspirational. Not only are you a rock solid dude, my friend,
I'm
but
trying,
you're very
right?
inspirational.
Dude, we try, right?
All right. Let's see that trailer, then we'll be back with Costaki, Quick Snaps, and G-Man. Kyle's going to hang out as well. WorldViral.tv. It's the Uncle Nasty Show. All right. Got some good...
How is it that we've known each other since 1980. We haven't played together since 1986 or 87. How is it that we've never played any music together? How is that?
So you guys are going to put the band together, and you're going to do a gig.
I
I got to find a way to dig down deep and find a new source of motivation, because whatever it is that I'm doing now is not working.
I've never heard of anybody trying to do what you guys are doing.
We woke up and said, I'm not going to take another step forward until I realize those dreams.
Let's see if we can actually give it the attention it needs and see where we can do it right this time and see what happens.
Steve, you're selling your house.
Yeah. I mean, we both quit our jobs last year.
This is a huge midlife crisis.
Well, yeah, it's a midlife challenge.
You're giving up your careers?
Everything. So, is that a good idea?
No. No.
The music business now, it's definitely more of an uphill battle than it's ever been.
No matter how good you are or no matter how good you're not, you know, sometimes you hit and sometimes you don't. Most don't.
It's a lot tougher now. Now that you guys, you kind of waited too long. If you guys got credit cards with a lot of limits on them, you guys can do anything you want.
It's all about sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice, I mean, everything.
Whoever said, oh yeah, chase your dreams, go for it, didn't know how expensive it is. So this is where we're at right now.
Bill collectors are calling pretty much 24/7.
Hello, this is for Ohio.
If you would please contact this office as soon as possible.
That's the goal, to see if we can make good music and to see where it can go from there.
We don't have a band at the moment. It's just he and I.
It's just a train wreck.
We need a lead guitar player, we need a bass player, we need a drummer. I didn't get into this to settle for anything.
How long has it been since you touched a guitar?
I don't think I'm at pure bottom beginner level, never picked up a guitar. Whoa. God damn it.
You stopped playing in '87.
I don't want this band to fail because of me.
In a gentle way, you need to get your ass to the gym, my friend.
I just can't get my physical self where I want it to be, and it's age.
Lay off the beer. Definitely lay off the beer.
I think it's just a matter of us getting on the same page.
It's like riding a bike.
It's like riding a bicycle. It's like riding a bike.
Don't read it. Sell it. There's not a person on this planet who has any sense of urgency or gives a what we're doing. People who commit to doing something and then flake, and I had it. I don't know what we do about this situation.
You've gone this far. You've taken this big first step. Don't stop.
Of course it's a good idea. Yeah, you bet. It's the most important thing in your life.
Hey, if you got good songs and you got as much chance as anybody else.
You have to do it because it's in your heart, it's in your blood, it's what you're meant to do.
You still have the passion and the fire for the music. Why not?
It depends on how bad you want it.
If it's in your heart and you know that there's nothing else you want to do more than make music, then you should go for it.
I can't tell you, yes, you're gonna make it. Yes, you're gonna get there. Yes, you have to earn it.
We're rock and roll fools. Cheers.
Right on.
Or something going on.
To the rock and roll fools, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, Kyle, what's in store for you next?
I'm working on a TV show.
All right.
And it's a music-oriented kind of lifestyle travel program. We're just now in the development stages of it. Got to get the film out of the way, but hopefully the film will open up the door to get this thing made. This next thing we're working on, and hopefully we're going to start, doing a lot more, making more films. And Steve has some stuff that he wants to do. I have some stuff that I want to do, but hopefully. And I'm pretty confident that this film is going to open the door for us to kind of do what we want creatively, which is kind of the plan.
Kostaki's on the phone. Kostaki, real quick, congratulations to you. Best of luck. We'll see you on the 13th out at the Northfield 18. That's HereIGoAgain.net for ticket information. Kostaki, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Can we get Kostaki's mug up on the monitor?
I got it on the screen for people at home.
Cool.
Put it over my face. Nobody wants to see my face.
Quit your crying. G-Man's here pouting. Hey, I'm not pouting. Kostaki, do you remember G-Man? Do you remember G-Man, the guy that was on the billboard when the Broncos were sucking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He's
still alive. I just crawled out. I crawled out of the sewer, and Uncle Nasty just put me on TV.
That's me again. I'm helping you. That's what are you
Iconic
doing in the
radio
sewer?
imagery. That's great, man.
Yeah.
We'll pull him out of the gutter and give him a gig.
Okay, here I go again with my sports career.
All right, let's talk real quick about what's going on. Football jokes. If you don't think football's funny, you're not fucking listening to Costaki.
That's a good tagline for
You like
me.
that? I got a bunch more.
We might have to lose the F word for some of the markets.
That's okay. This is the
Not
internet.
this market.
That's worldviral.tv. Tell your friends. All right, Costaki?
Yeah, I will tell
Your
my friends.
legions.
In fact, send me a link. I'll tell lots of friends.
All right, you got that, buddy. Kostaki. We couldn't get the Skype to work for whatever reason, so we've got him on the phone. Football jokes, once again, quick snaps being brought to you by WorldViral.tv's Uncle Nasty Show.
It was good to see you, though, during the try to Skype each other phase.
The
Hey,
what?
no,
Forever.
you could see each other, you just couldn't talk. You got half the Skype right.
Yeah.
Half a Skype. We're on half a Skype.
Yeah, I should have paid attention in signing class. I was going to do that before broadcasting. I was going to be a signer.
So, but broadly, it looks like your team's good, my team's bad. Is that where we are? We haven't talked in forever.
Well, after last weekend's display of Bronco football, I'm not a very happy camper. That second half was awful. I was tolerating that first half. At least they were moving the ball. They were putting points on the board, and then it was, somebody started smoking weed or something in the locker room. I hate to be the cliche, the Colorado cliche, and go ahead and perpetuate that, but what the fuck was going on at halftime? What were they fucking thinking?
But broadly, the team is good with some issues, and
They
so you're
can't
happy
score a
with,
touchdown. It doesn't matter who's back there. I'm scared to death.
They're just
Okay.
they got the drops.
Yeah,
I got a
I
drop.
hear
You know,
Right after the show.
This show will make you want to drop. But there's no offensive line. It's been tough no matter who's been back behind center trying to get something done on the red zone with the Broncos, and it's been scary. And that's the way Denver fans are. It's not. The record's not good enough. We know what good football looks like, and we're not seeing it. That's what the problem is.
The red zone's the blow zone.
I'm a Falcons fan.
Oh, yeah.
5-0 and haven't won.
How about
much
that?
since.
You haven't won in like 2 months.
It's been so awful.
Good start, though. You guys were like 7-0, right? And then you lost every game. Nice.
I wrote a song
you
for you.
think your line's bad. There are tougher guys in the Star Wars premiere line right now. Falcons lost 38-0. What? I saw one of the talking heads say there are a lot of questions to be answered in Atlanta. Let's start with what the fuck? That's my question.
Answer that one.
They were in it right up until kickoff.
It's
Matt
really
Ryan.
ugly, man. Ben Carson endorsed the Falcons. That's bad, right? I don't think that's a good sign.
Because they're good at storing grain.
The Falcons got everyone excited, but aren't going to finish the job. Appropriate for a town famous for strip clubs, maybe. Maybe that's what they're doing. But the big news nationally this week was the Red Rifle broke his trigger, right?
Yeah.
Andy Dalton likely to miss a couple of games with a fractured thumb, to which JPP said, "Pussy!" He's never broken his thumb in December before, Nasty. You know why?
Yeah.
Usually Dalton's playing with it up his ass.
I can't break it when it's up your ass.
J.J. Watt broke his hand, too.
Yeah.
There's a lesson about the dangers of patting yourself on the back, right? It's ironic that a guy with a broken hand can be so self-satisfied. Walton, Dalton, and JPP should start a support group, or the Patty Cake Special Olympics. Between Watt, Dalton, JPP, and Captain Hook, who do you got for best shadow puppets? It's a mess over there. And Thomas Rawls out for the year, too, Seahawks running back. No, Rawls, when they say, get out there and break some ankles, they mean the other players, not yourself, dude. You're killing my fantasy team. And the Rams got a low turnout for Fan Appreciation Day. Well, what did they give out? Flights to L.A. next year to see the Rams play?
$50 discount on Southwest.
Free uniform
it's
to
hard
play.
to appreciate your fans when you're breaking ground on a new stadium in a different state. By the way, after the game, Jay-Z stopped by the Rams locker room. Rams got 99 problems, but January work ain't one. It will be unemployed in January. And it looks like Johnny Manziel played well enough to hang around the league for a while, and as an NFL joke writer, I'll drink to that.
Woo! Let them write themselves.
On the sideline, Manziel was slamming his head against the tablet. I'm like, he wasn't upset with himself. That's just how he gets a buzz during the game without drinking. Maybe he threw a pick in Angry Birds. Yeah.
Oh, that adrenaline rush.
All right, a couple more of these. I saw the NFL said they're looking for ways to help refs during the playoffs. May I recommend a catch rule that doesn't suck? Is that too much to ask? If you got catch as a word in Pictionary, that would be a very easy one to do. Why is it so hard for the NFL to define? I don't understand it.
Yeah, I know. The controversy is ridiculous. It seems like, well, you see, normally last year that would have been a catch.
All right, now are you with me? Is it it's just 2 feet? You have the ball, you get 2 feet done, or the parallel 2 feet, the elbow or the butt or whatever. But you just have 2 feet,
Once
and
again,
it's a catch.
Once again, listen. It's defining what possession is. Okay, really?
Right.
And are we really the offenders that possess?
Possession is 9/10 of the law, as you know.
No, but if like the going to the ground, drop the ball, that doesn't matter.
Going
it's
to the
already
ground.
a catch. That's not relevant anymore.
Roll to the bench. Take it over to the
Especially in the end zone. If Cam Newton is rushing the ball and pokes it over the end of the end zone and a guy swats it out of his hand, it's still a touchdown, right?
Absolutely.
It should be the same thing for the receiver. It's a touchdown. What happens after that is not relevant.
Right.
All right.
And let's talk about what is pass interference these days. It varies from game to game.
No,
I'm sorry, Aqib Talib was all over that guy.
I mean, when he poked his eye out?
No,
not
against
that
the
game?
Raiders, that Raider receiver in the end zone. I mean, I'm a Bronco fan, but I was like, wow, that's pass interference. You can't do that.
Michael Crabtree?
Yeah. So and then the next play, or the game prior to that against the Patriots, what was that? Or 2 games prior to that, the Patriots, when we were playing the Patriots here at Invesco or Sports Authority Field, I don't know what year this is. Help me out. But anyway, it seemed like that the Patriots, they couldn't even touch any of the defenders. They were getting flagged. I thought that was pretty lame officiating.
I think it's just every crew has their own definition. There's just
what the fuck is that? You can't do that.
The rule book's like the IRS code, man. It's like this thick, and
you can't have a crew have a different opinion.
Well, no. If you got an arm around the guy, it's got
to be textbook. It has to be written down.
You poke his eye out. I mean, if you poke his eye out, that's interference.
That's unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I know, but it's also interference.
You're interfering with his ability to see. But I'm saying, that Gronkowski push there towards the end.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was not. I didn't think that was offensive pass interference. That was
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
I thought this was football. You might as well put flags on him.
That's always the gray area, the pushing off thing, because
well, fucking fix it. Why is it fucking gray?
You just have to decide if it's too much or not.
Give me a fucking crayon and I'll color it something else.
There's rules that cover rules. It's just go back to get rid of instant replay.
People
let the referees
all
make
over
their
the
choice.
NFL that it's starting to ooze WWE.
Just
people are starting to think it's all a setup.
For the gamblers. Just all for the gamblers.
Eric Ebron said the Lions have to play against the refs every week. I'm like, dude, you're 4-9. The refs have been kicking your ass.
Lost 9 times to the ref. That ain't the reason you're losing.
I know. Listen to us, bitch. We could be living in Detroit rooting for the Lions.
I used to live in Detroit.
You could be a Falcons fan. Shut up.
You could be a Falcons fan. Even worse. I'd rather be a Detroit fan over
Just out of curiosity, because I would talk to you guys all season. Who do you want as quarterback in the playoffs?
I'm pulling for Manning. I'm a Manning fan, and I don't dislike Brock Osweiler. I think Brock's the future. I really do. I think he's a great quarterback. He's got an unbelievable line of sight. I'm still trying to figure out how he gets passes blocked down.
How are passes tipped at the line of scrimmage when you're 7'5"?
Yeah, right. He's a big boy.
But
they're not winning a Super Bowl unless Manning plays. I'd take a 80% healthy Peyton Manning over almost any other quarterback in the league, except maybe Brady and Rodgers. I mean, as long as Peyton Manning he gets rid of the ball so fast, he's not going to stand back there and get sacked, and he's going to throw it away when he doesn't have a play open. So, I mean, I like Manning. With that defense, they can win a Super Bowl. You got Brock in there. We
got to fix that offensive line. That offensive line's the problem. You got to catch the fucking ball when it hits you in the chest.
Well, you got to catch it, but you got to get rid of it quick enough. I mean, if you got a bad offensive line, just throw it out there. Somebody's going to catch it, I would think. But I mean, you're not going to win a Super Bowl with Brock Osweiler. He's going to get into a big game and just crap. That's what's going to happen.
They're not going to let you back for another press conference with that kind of
Couldn't I
talk.
have this defense for any of the 20 prior years when I was an unstoppable machine? Why does it have to be this year when I'm falling apart?
Well, let me ask you this. Here's a question. Peyton Manning threw 55 touchdowns 2 years ago. 55 touchdowns. Why don't you just leave the offense the same and revamp the defense like they did? The defense is great now. They got a new coach, Wade Phillips. All of a sudden they're the number one defense. Why would you change the offense? Just leave it the same. Who cares if they can run the football? Throw 55 touchdowns, you're going to win a Super Bowl with that defense. That's all you got to do. I don't get it.
I don't know.
We got to run the football in the winter.
Coach G-Man,
we got to
ladies
run
and gentlemen.
We got to run the football when the weather's cold. What?
Well,
who cares?
Listen, I guarantee you, if you're throwing 55 touchdowns a season, that they're going to be covering your receivers, and your running game's going to fucking work. It's just going to work. It's going to work for itself. Okay, just hand them the fucking ball every fucking third time.
There you go.
And I guarantee you that running game's going to get 5 yards.
How come New England throws for 50 touchdowns and they could still run the ball?
It's because I explained it.
Tom Brady?
There you go. Weren't you paying attention?
I was looking
We're next in line, ladies and gentlemen. G-Man and Nasty coaching the Broncos to victory. We're going to bring home that third ring. It's not going to happen this year, but it is when they hire us.
I was eyeing where I would put my bed when I move in here. It's my favorite studio on the planet.
It's like your apartment over at your parents' house.
Yeah. Actually, it looks just like my parents' house. With
the basement?
The cheetah wallpaper.
Yeah.
It was huge in the 70s.
The shag carpet.
Oh, I love shag carpet.
There's probably some nuggets in there.
Oh, I don't even want to look.
Let's put some pantyhose over over a vacuum cleaner and see what we can harvest.
So, just so you know, the Broncos went from being an 8-1 favorite to win the Super Bowl after last week. Now they're 12-1.
After 1 week? Wow.
For one loss.
Because it's the Raiders.
Yeah.
Listen, they haven't lost to the Raiders since 2011. It's been, 7, 8 games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. It was just disgusting. They
haven't lost at home in like 20 years.
I got Raider friends, and boy, they've been waiting 4 years to just hit me. Yeah, my Facebook page lit up with the ha-ha-ha-has. Yes.
That's what friends are for.
Fucking stellar football game, 15-12.
I've been calling all over the country bragging about the 5-0 Falcons. Do you think my life's been good the last 2 months?
Yeah, what have you been doing for 2 months?
God.
You shut everything. You shut down all social media, didn't you? Like nothing. No Facebook, no Twitter.
Like in the prior years, I've been
No
trying to
Snapchat.
write some more jokes about the Falcons, because it's been a little I wanted to make it more personal to me and what I really care about, to make it more sticky. And this year I have the opposite problem. It's like every week I'm writing a full page and a half of jokes about how awful my Falcons are. And nobody cares anymore. They're not even a national story anymore.
Yeah, even when they're good, nobody cares, Costaki.
I understand.
Nobody outside of fucking Atlanta gives a shit
Totally
about that
understand.
team. I'm sorry, it's the truth.
I know.
Okay?
Why do you got to go 5-0 if you're going to suck? You're pretending to be something you're not, right? It's like you're renting a Mercedes to go to your high school reunion.
But they
Just
still-
be yourselves, Falcons.
But they still have great strip joints in Atlanta.
I love that. That was awesome, Costaki. Well, I don't think things are going to change for the Falcons. I think you're pretty much, you'll pick up maybe one.
Well, at least we have a
2.
coach who's defensive-minded, which we haven't had in the 30 years I've been paying attention. So that's at least some hopefulness going forward. We'll see.
There's hope, ladies and gentlemen. And Costaki, we got to let you go, buddy. Thank you so much. You got anything you want to wrap up with?
It's great to talk to you guys. No, I left it all on the field. You know how I do.
Really? There was no big finish?
No,
it was kind of like that Bronco Raider game. What the fuck was that?
You guys are great. Good luck with this crazy new media.
Costaki Economopoulos. You can follow him on Facebook. Also, Quick Snaps. You've got your own Facebook page for Quick Snaps, don't you?
We do, and also a Twitter handle at Quicksnap Show, and it's a podcast you can get. You can get a full half hour of some of this kind of nonsense and some guy talk and some ball busting. It's anywhere you get a podcast called Quick Snaps.
Nice.
All right there, Falcon boy.
Good talking to you,
guys.
brother.
Go Broncos.
Right on. That's Costaki Economopoulos. Want to thank my guest, Kyle Kruger. Don't forget, Here I Go Again. It'll be at the Northfield 18 on the 13th of January.
I'm coming to that, man.
Go to hereigoagain.net for tickets.
I love that movie.
And G-Man, you can catch G-Man every Friday and Monday during the Broncos season on the mountain talking about the Broncos.
And then you can catch me out at Bear Creek Golf Club in the summer, which you need to come out to, man.
G had a hole-in-one this summer, everybody.
I did.
G had a hole-in-one this summer.
Listen to this. I had a hole-in-one the same day that Def Leppard played Pepsi Center. They were supposed to play, and they got in late. And I was like, can you imagine if I would have got a hole-in-one with like Joe Elliott watching those guys?
You would have made like the cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, I want to thank everybody for being on the show. Rolling Stone, I want to say I'll see you at the New Year. Rolling Stone, on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Have a happy metal Christmas. WorldViral.tv.
What's up, everybody? It's Tom Maxwell from Hell Yeah, and you're watching World Viral TV, brought to you by Colorado Harvest Company. Get you some. World Viral.
Herman's Hideaway on the corner of Iowa and Broadway. Your favorite independent anti-corporate venue featuring Westward's best patio. Now serving award-winning food. From metal to jazz to hip-hop, Herman's Hideaway has something for everyone. And if you want to book your act at Herman's Hideaway, email booking@hermanshideaway.com or call 303-777-2535. There's only one venue, family owned and operated for over 50 years, holding it down in Denver. Go to hermanshideaway.com for more information and show listings. Hello, everyone. This program was brought to you by National Speaker and Sound, Colorado's leading provider of pro audio music equipment. Right across the street from Herman's Hideaway at 1559 South Broadway.
National Speaker, where the pros shop.
World Viral.
National Speaker and Sound with a Pro Shop, Colorado's leading supplier of pro audio musical equipment with the highest quality guitars, basses, and amps on the planet. From a single cable to PA and lighting systems, DJ and recording equipment. National Speaker and Sound represents over 90 brands. EV, JBL, Mackie, PRS, Nash, Fox, and Mesa Boogie for the serious musician. National Speaker and Sound service departments are unrivaled in the region with our certified electronics repair and speaker reconing. Our commercial division is Colorado's leading audiovisual installation contractor. Shop with the experts or visit us online at nationalspeaker.com.
Okay, so it has been approved that we can say the fuck word.
Yeah, you just did.
Okay.
All of the United States is looking to Denver, Colorado to see what is cool. You know, it used to be maybe California back in the day or maybe New York early along, but now everybody's really looking to Denver, Colorado to figure out what is cool. And when you get accepted by Colorado as cool, well, then it just spills over to the rest of the world.
You have to see the vision for this area on South Broadway. This area, 5 years from now, is going to look very different than it looks right now.
Right. I'm not supposed to film me giving my tools of the trades like I
Tools of the trade?
Yeah.
Separate segments?
Separate segments when you do it. Always ID yourself. And say,
hey, this is Bubba Sparks, baby, and you're watching World Viral TV. You better know about it.
World Viral.